son, Carolyn, saying she was blocked. And then Tracy is saying yes. That's all she says is yes with 1,000. Now, I read it one way. I think we're going to read this differently, but let's hear how you read this.
Well, for the fact that she even commented on it and said yes doesn't look good to me. It doesn't, not for on Tracy's part, on Melissa's part. That could be another friendship that went by the wayside. You know, these girls, Melissa and Teresa, do not hold on to friendships. Let's face it. They usually turn into enemies, including their own family. So I don't know. How do you read it? That's what the only thing I read out of it, because it was a short and sweet answer. Yes. Why would you even say yes to something like that?
Right. I mean, the fact that Tracy Lynn Johnson has said yes, well, okay, so she's entered the conversation. That's the first
Correct.
thing. Here's the
Correct.
weird, I have to go to this love, Gabriella. Let me go here because it's hard to see what Tracy, first of all, Tracy's off the show. She's not coming back. Let's just
Right.
be honest. You know, Tracy's really good friends with in real life. The
Snooki.
one, yeah, Snooki.
Yeah, Snooki.
Snooki, because Snooki was on my show and talked about how great she was, how great of friends they were. Now, here's the
Right.
problem. Here is the problem. You can't tell what Tracy Lynn Johnson is saying yes to. It's not to the Carolyn thing because it's not under that. It's like,
Okay.
it's like over, it's hard to explain. Like, see, I can show it to you. Let's just make sure there's nothing else on my phone that I don't want people to see. Come on, guys.
So go ahead.
Can you see this? See how it's like, see where the yes is?
Yes. Yes.
See how it's not like, it's not under that. See how this one's under that?
Right. But isn't this Gabriella not, she's not a big fan of Melissa.
No, but I don't know. She's not showing what was said that prompted, like, I can't see what was said that prompted Tracy's comment. Do you understand? That is what
Maybe
I'm
going to ask, I'll DM
I mean,
Gabriella.
it's likely that, so I mean, Carolyn Russo saying, I can't see any of that. I'm blocked by the coward that couldn't handle my clapback. I'm not trying to get on the show. I'm just speaking honestly. I sent you a screenshot of all the real people trying to follow me. So it's just, I just don't know what Tracy, so then, I mean, it seems like Tracy is saying, giving some shade to Melissa.
Right.
But you can't really see that for sure. So I would love to know what this comment is. And then is Tracy just not aware of what she's saying yes to? Is she confused? But look, I'm not taking Melissa's side. It's certainly not like out of nowhere to make a comment, right?
Right. Well, I just still believe if she
Or
was
Tracy
under
Lynn.
Yeah, but I think if it was under that Gabriella,
Because
they're
Gabriella
100%.
doesn't like her.
Why would you be following her? Why would you comment if you were on Melissa's team? So I don't know. I don't think it's a good sign for Melissa. They're coming at her left and right. They're just, the Gorgas are in, like, people are just taking shots at them left and right. Wow, wow, wow. Long coming.
It is going to be,
coming.
she was just on Jeff Lewis too. And she was just,
yeah,
she seems, I don't know. She seems aware to me. She's trying not to act aware, but she seems aware. I think Melissa, I mean, Jeff didn't ask her, but she seems aware that the train is moving fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And she was talking about Antonia and how they took the car away from her and Joe got all mad or whatever. So,
it's like,
that's,
but I wouldn't, she's, you know, and of course people are jumping on that now because of these abuse claims that Carolyn started. Well, here's another example of Joe. I mean, you know, it really was a very innocent getting mad, but it's just, girl, choose your words carefully. Like, don't add fuel to the fire. Don't add fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? Don't start these new abuse rumors for no reason. But Antonia got her car taken away. You know what we need to talk about now? By the time this comes out in 4 days, we might know a lot more information, people. So you're going to all say, we already know this. Well, that's because we record a few days in advance. It's the same week. This whole thing about Carolyn and Brandy on Girls Trip.
Caroline Manzo.
She laughed.
So when they posted the Novelli's down the street from my house.
Novelli's I've been there.
Yeah. You know, so what the recent thing that I just read was that Brandy threw the appetizer plate or something to do with appetizers at Caroline and said, this is for Dina.
There's so much going on. Okay, right.
Because she would have had to have done something that bad to be asked to leave the show. Remember when they made Teresa get out of the townhouse because she was acting so crazy with Margaret and she flipped it, she threw the water and all that? So this leads me to believe that there's some truth to this, that Brandy like maybe flipped the food or whatever at Caroline and said, this is for Dina.
I mean, look, you don't get asked. I mean, first of all, the girls' trip, let's just boil it down. And then I'm going to get into some Real Housewives of New York. I'll tell you about Legacy and what it is.
Okay.
I mean, there's rumors, and it's from a reliable source. I mean, you get like 150 to like 250 to go on this trip. So Carolyn Manzo, Alex McCord, all these people that say they want nothing to do with the Housewives, I really do believe that they still want nothing to do with the actual show.
Right.
Filming for 5 months is a lot different than 10 days for $200,000. And I imagine
a lot of money.
This is why I am honestly, and this is no shade to her. I mean, Jacqueline could use a few dollars. I mean, for her to turn this down is shocking to me.
Shocking.
She couldn't find someone. I mean, she couldn't find someone to watch CJ.
Listen, not CJ, her younger son, Nicholas, but
younger son.
Friends, if they do a Friends, I'm going. Ask me, Bravo. Ask me. Are you kidding me? $200,000, 150. My ass is there. Take me wherever you want to go. I'll get someone to watch my dogs.
Are you sure about this? Because you don't leave your house for 2 days.
I don't. But for that kind of money, David, I would get the top-notch people to watch my animals, one for one floor, one for the other, and I would go. Would I have a little anxiety? Yeah, but I'll bring it, baby. I'll bring it.
You should go.
Well, they didn't ask me. You know, I'm just
saying.
Well,
I mean, if they ever do a Friends of, I mean, you should go.
Are you kidding me? I will be there with bells on, and I'm not running away. If they throw something at me, I'm not going to go home. You know what
we're going to do next week? You know what? We're going to have some fun here. I am going to pull up a list. It will only take me a second. I'm going to pull up a list of all the Friends of.
Love it.
And I already have some ideas, but I want to put it all in front of me.
How about you do yours and I'll do mine and we'll compare them.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I will send you a list of all the Friends of. This is going to take a minute. I'm going to have to list. I'm only listing Friends of. Now, I am also going to include, should I include Friends of? There's very few that also became housewives. There's one, or Brandy is an example. Or do we not include people? You want just Friends?
I think just Friends, not ones that became housewives.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a full list, and you're gonna pick and you're gonna have to think like who's gonna cause some drama. And,
okay.
So
you got it.
So this is a good idea. So everyone, we're going to do a Friends of Real Housewives. Because I just had Anna Kinkosa's on from Miami. She was 1 season and she said that they called her for like a 1-season wonder thing. And people then were doing fantasy cast. So we're going to do this with Friends of.
Okay.
No, I mean, listen, if they call you, girl, I mean, I'll be like, you got to go.
Of course. I wouldn't listen to me. That's a lot of money to turn down for 1 week. I'll fight. I'll laugh. What